Welcome in, and today I'm going to talk about the balance patch notes problem in Marvel Rivals, or the balance adjustments if you want to use that phrase. Now, no matter who you are, support, duelist, vanguard, no matter who you are, what role you play, or even, I bet, even if you don't even play Marvel Rivals, you've heard how bad the balancing is in this game, patch notes after patch notes. Sure, have some patch notes been better than the others? Yes, but just because some are better than the others doesn't mean they're good. No matter who you are unsatisfied patch notes after patch notes after patch notes. It's like the game is only catering to meta characters. Let's look at it this way. Hela has been meta since season 0 and has gotten 12 buffs. Hawkeye, whenever he's strong, is a serious problem and a must ban. 16 buffs. Bucky has been a must ban for many seasons and has been hard meta since season 0, has gotten around 8 buffs. Phoenix has been hard meta ever since she came out. Even after taking away a broken Beyblade tech, getting her instant burst with her flames, she's still hard meta. I think she's gotten around 6 to 8 buffs as well. What about Namor? Very strong, consistent top 3 if not at minimum top 5 duelist in the entire game. Got given a team up with Hela, was very good with anti-heal, dead squids, whatever you call them, whatever they're really called. So broken, if not S tier, consistent top 5 duelist. Got teamed up with another consistent top 3, if not top 2 duelist in the entire game who's been hard meta. Making it so, if one gets played and the other isn't banned, they're both gonna get played together. And with that team up, it just makes the carry potential even more with doing less. So the devs gave a consistent top 5 duelist a broken team up, nerfed the broken team up, and buffed the very strong duelist. I mean, that is really interesting. Not even counting just the random nerfs that people get strays. Rocket got like a 2 meter per second nerf on his wall climbing speed. Like, what are the devs thinking over there? Or at least the balance patch notes people. I forgot his name, but I know his face. Like, I don't know, Guang needs to fire him, but I know Guang probably hired him as an agent. And with this recent balance patch notes, I mean, Punisher, his ult, you need to, get this, charge it 300 less than before. Wolverine, 600 less. Star-Lord, 300 less. Keep in mind with Punisher turret, if he angles it correctly and hits like maybe 4 enemies at once, he can build up his ult in less than like 10 seconds. This will just make it easier. Punisher now, this is my prediction, I'm recording this on the 12th. Next season I think comes out tomorrow on the 13th, which that's already bad. The 13th is already an unlucky number, so let's see how that goes. Punisher, I predict, will get his ult every 1 to 2 team fights, if not every single team fight. Same with Star-Lord. Any team fight that lasts more than I would say 20 seconds, they're getting their ult. Maybe even 10 seconds if a team fight lasts 10 seconds. Star-Lord, he's already an ult merchant. Some situations, you just can't really deal with him unless you're a very good duelist, which with my luck, you definitely know how that will turn out. And with any sort of pocket, Star-Lord will obviously run lobbies. Same with Wolverine. I feel like the Renaissance, I think it was season 1.5 or 2, which had Wolverine hard meta, because people didn't know how to use him. They were like, okay, we're buffing him. People figured out how to use him like the last week of the season. He got a buff, became hard meta. Wolverine now, even though Groot got that iron wall, Groot's gonna get banned the vast majority of games still, Wolverine's gonna run rampant. Storm got a bunch of buffs. And with Ultron a couple seasons ago getting double drones, you will see a renaissance of a bunch of metas coming into one. Maybe that's good. Maybe like, oh yeah, all these metas, we don't just be poke slop always, right? We don't want that. Well, you're gonna have a mishmash of all these different metas right now. Mark my words on this. I predict next season, not only will poke meta still be very strong, probably the strongest meta, you will have games where flyers can run the lobby, where brawl can run the lobby. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe the devs actually plan this out where all metas will now be good. Triple support meta will be good in certain scenarios. Brawl meta will be good in certain scenarios. Flying meta will be good in certain scenarios. Poke will be, well, still good in like all scenarios. Dive. I mean, they just buffed multiple dives, except for Psylocke where her ult needed a nerf. Dives are going to be very good in certain scenarios. And most of my games, there already are dive characters in every single game. And I'm Celestial 2 right now, where multiple big like streamers, content creators, those types are. And they run the lobby, especially like animated lore icon Spider-Mans. No matter which side they are on, they just like disintegrate the enemy backline because they know how to animation cancel, etc. Next next season, I predict, will have every single meta be viable. Now, that's actually, in my opinion, a good thing. The way they're going around it is definitely horrible. The power creep problem, patch after patch, is horrible. Remember that one patch where I think they gave 8 characters buffs and no nerfs at all to any other characters? They're not nerfing problem characters, even though in the dev patch notes they've said, oh yeah, this character is doing really good right now. I remember, I think it was 2 seasons ago, or at least 2 half seasons, I mean, they had Phoenix, Bucky, and another, I think maybe Hela or Namor. They said these characters and DPS are doing very good right now. They received 0 nerfs. Like, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's not really me just saying this. There's 2 content creators which I highly respect. Well, maybe 3 now that I think of it. 3 content creators I highly respect. One of them, probably the biggest out of the 3, is J3, and he says this about it.
From 3,400 to 2,800. Okay, chat, I'm gonna hit you guys with a hot take, and you guys can agree to disagree, okay? I don't think this game should be reducing a lot of the ultimate costs. They should be actually increasing, in my opinion. I think they should increase all ultimate charge by 15% or by 25%. And what I mean by that is Overwatch did something like this as well. Overwatch used to get ults really fast, and then they nerfed all the characters by 25%, making it 25% harder to get your ult, or 25% longer to get your ult. That's what this game needs. This game is, in Moon Knight, you could get your ult in 20 seconds, unleash it, and then get your ult in another 20 seconds. That should not be a thing, in my opinion. Like, there's no neutral fighting. All of it is just ults, 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 ults. There's no neutral, chat. I think they need to get that neutral fight. There's none of that. That's just my opinion. You guys can agree to disagree. I do like the ults, don't get me wrong. It makes you feel very powerful. You get an ult, you use it, and you get to use your ultimate ability more frequently, yes. But I think, in my opinion, Marvel Rivals needs to start nerfing things instead of buffing everything, because there's going to be a power creep. And they also need to nerf all the ultimate ult charge. So that way, people are not getting their ults in 15 seconds. That's just my opinion.
And as you can see, I maybe agree with them 95%, maybe 90%. The only thing I disagree with is, well, not really disagree, but I have a thing to add, which is this. Ults in the game are nice to have, don't get me wrong. And just having a game of pure neutral fights will get boring, because it's like, okay, this character hits damage, heal, damage, heal, damage, heal, push up, damage, heal. It's not really good. Ults definitely spice up the game. No matter who you are, I bet you know how good it is to ult and get multiple kills. Get a mag dunk with like 3 people in it. Damage boost a mag ult. I mean, that will team wipe everyone. I love doing that. I play Rocket sometimes just to see my mag dunk on people when I damage boost him with my ult. Let's say there's a Luna ult going on. I was like, okay, I'm gonna ult here. I ult to the side, get my amplifier out of the middle of the objective, of course. Get it in a good place where it can't get destroyed. Magneto goes in the air, looks down, slams on the Luna, kills everyone in the vicinity. Like, that is way more amplifying, pun intended, way more entertaining, higher dopamine responses than just like, okay, Magneto, left click, right click, left click, left click, left click, right click, left click. Like, that's not really good. That's not really entertaining. You need these moments to be kind of common in the game to actually get that entertainment factor, but having them like every team fight isn't really the answer. Now, I know team fights vary, sizes and all that, like length, I mean, but I believe this. I believe an ult should happen maybe every 2 to 3 team fights. I think 3 team fights is really the key factor right there. It's like, okay, neutral fight, okay, now an ult fight. Sure, you can have more people build up ult faster than others, like if there's a really strong ult. Yeah, of course, like let's say a Gambit compared to a Squirrel Girl, let's say. The strength in those 2 ults, especially if people know what they're doing, are widely different. That's not saying like, okay, have Squirrel Girl get her ult every team fight, because that's just like, character does nothing, it's infinite value, that type of sort. And for you DPS people out there, I'm not just complaining about DPS, like let's say you have a Cloak and Dagger get ult every single team fight, like have every half a second. It's like, that's not fun to do at all. So I do believe you should nerf all ults by like what he said, 15 to 20%. More than others, that I would say, because they just buffed like 3 ult times. Wolverine by 600. He'll be hard meta now. If not just soft meta, if not just, he'll be some sort of meta. I'm getting to that point. But with patch after patch, I get they nerfed ult times a lot by supports, but they're just like decreasing the time of every everybody else. Sure, you might say, oh, it's less support reliant on who wins a matchup. Well, I would already say it's kind of balanced with how many things can counter support ults, or how many things can counter supports in general. If you want to counter a Loki, just bring in a good Bucky or Moon Knight, or just one of them that's very good. If you have a Cloak and Dagger who's, I don't know, somehow running the lobby, bring in a good Magneto who can dung. Even an Iron Man can kill through a support ult. I know he's not played at all though, so I get that. Jeff NATO can, but it has counters. This game has turned into who can counter who. Now, I didn't like how the game changed into that. It's kind of like Overwatch in the sense, but there are counters for pretty much everything in the game, even counters to counters. Oh, you have a Luna ult? Let me counter with Jeff NATO. Okay, now we countered with Phoenix. And there's really no counter to Phoenix, to be fully honest. But then it's like, okay, the counter got countered. It's not guaranteed. Even with Rocket Amp, I mean, Phoenix can instantly vaporize that with all of his respawn beacons as well, all penny mines, pretty much everything. Sure, do I like that there's counters to some things? Yes, some things definitely do need counters in this game. But this game has slowly turned into, okay, who can build their ult the fastest? Whether you're DPS, support, even Vanguard. Then it's also, okay, who can counter the first? Okay, you have a Rocket, let's bring in a Phoenix. Oh, you also have a Rocket Loki, let's bring in a Moon Knight as well. Oh, you're triple support? Okay, let's go 3 DPS to outdamage your healing. Oh, you're going, let's say, Strange? Let's bring in a Wolverine. You can see where I'm going with this. Sure, can you beat your counters? Yes, I've beaten plenty of Moon Knights and Buckies with my Loki. I actually have around like a 70-60% win rate with Loki against Moon Knights. Like, okay. Like, it's not impossible to beat these counters, but this is what the game has turned into. Just stronger characters getting stronger, weaker characters staying the same, more counters being added to the game, more meta characters being added to the game, because more characters that are added, more meta. I mean, you've seen Emma, when she got added, meta, still is meta. Gambit was added, was meta, still is meta. Pretty much hard meta still right now. Invis, when she got added, soft meta, still is meta. Daredevil was meta, is meta. That's my main worry with Elsa Bloodstone, if that's her name, if I remember correctly. I don't want her to be meta. I really like her ult concept. I really like that. The ult hitbox is a bit janky, but I really like the idea. You send it out, grab a bunch of people. You can either send them away, push them very far away, or push them towards you, which can combo with a bunch of things. I like her ult. I'm just hoping she isn't that busted. From what I've seen in those little content creator spheres, like I saw J3 stream about it, they didn't look super overpowered. They didn't look meta. And sure, devs do some good things every once in a while. They didn't break Adam's legs, they actually give him a fly ability. They actually reverted Loki's change to make him not like D tier with his 20% nerf to his damage and healing. They give these characters who need attention, sometimes they give attention to. But other times, like, what the hell are you doing, devs? No matter which playstyle you are, role you are, no matter what opinions you have on the game, I mean, you definitely don't want Hela getting her 13th buff. Hawkeye is 17. Sure, maybe in the far future, Hela's somehow like D tier and gets her 13th buff. But right now, we don't need these strong characters getting any more buffs. They actually need to focus on the game, fix the game, punish throwers more, get harsher penalties for comp, I mean, just etc. This video is already getting pretty long, so I'll end it on this. The devs actually need to listen more to the reasonable people in the community. Nerf these meta and hard meta characters for once and not giving them slaps on the wrist like a 25 health difference for Phoenix when that was never her problem. Stop giving these strong characters stronger abilities, weaker counters, lesser cooldowns, better ults, etc. And until next time, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.